Alright, yo, what is good? In the Box Live 27. Got a lot of things to talk about. Dark to light, Twitter versus Twetch, heels being made on Twitch. I don't know if any of you caught this. Maybe you have a little bit of an idea what I'm talking about here, but this is big. More art contest stuffs. Got a little thing to talk about with the art contest, which I think is going to be pretty exciting. I had somebody DM me yesterday that wanted to contribute an additional 0.44 BSV to the art contest. So that's going to be pretty big. I'll go a little bit more into detail about that later. But big shout out to Astronomy Dork, putting a little bit of an extra twist on the art contest for all of our memers out there. It's going to be a Casino Royale theme. Pretty dope. Let's get right into it. Great video. Almost done watching it. I'm about 50 minutes into it. Very interesting. About Dan Krawitz, aka Cosmos, talking Boost Pal on the channel Bitcoin and Beyond. If you're not subscribed here yet, it's an amazing conversation. Look forward to finishing it. Really good information. Good conversation and debate. Connor here isn't feeling it so much at this point yet. Cosmos is selling him pretty hard on it. Really good video to watch. And also want to go over this. I know we talked about this briefly yesterday about the whole Antifa release video. It's a little anticlimactic. I thought it was going to be a lot more hyped, but it is a good insight of how Antifa is not some type of anarchist, unorganized structure. They do have a structure to their madness. They do have leaders, and from what it seems like, they got a lot of funding as well. So I just want to take a few moments. I hope you guys don't mind. Just take a look at this video. I think it's pretty interesting and kind of gives an insight. James O'Keefe, his Project Veritas, always releases amazing content. If you like politics, things of that nature, this is definitely somebody amazing to follow, and just want to watch it again. And I got my OBS set up now to where I could actually see comments, so I'll be able to be in on the conversation. It seems like I got it set up perfectly, so I'm going to try to keep this as a default setting as I continue to add little things to it, since I'm not doing it from my Linux side where I have one set up, but here on, this is my Windows OBS setup. Seems to be working pretty well, so let's watch this video and let me know if the audio is coming through for you guys, because this is pretty interesting. It's a very quick video, 4 minutes 41 seconds. And again, the theme is dark to light, so I've been telling myself I really don't want to talk a lot about the riots, a lot about the looting, but you really can't avoid it. And why try to hide from a subject? And since I'm here alone doing a monologue, I'm just going to do some commentary over a few videos, which will kind of help me out. I'm on the InTheBox Discord channel right now. It's public. If anybody wants to jump in, feel free to. But let's get right into this. And I got tons and tons of Twetches, amazing Twetches today that I want to go over. I already have all the tabs open, a bunch of Twetchers that have been featured today. So this is going to be a really organized, amazing show. I think this is going to be definitely one of our better ones. Get right into this. It's pretty interesting here.
With Rose City Antifa since July of 2000. Depending on the setting, if I were to be caught or found out in a setting where I am present with them, it could escalate to violence against me.
Don't be that f***ing guy with the goddamn spiked brass knuckles getting photos taken of you. Police are going to be like, perfect, we can prosecute these f***ers. Look how violent they are. Right? Not that we're not, but we need to hide it.
So currently I am a prospect for Rose City Antifa, and I am about halfway through the prospecting process to become a full-fledged member of Antifa.
If you ruin their day, if you like heckle them, you make them feel like they look ridiculous, you make them feel outnumbered, and therefore their whole yay yay America Trump thing is going to go by the wayside.
They reached out to me through Proton Mail. And we went back and forth, and there was an interview set to meet up in Portland.
What they do? Can you hear me now?
So to verify that I was me, they had me wear a white shirt and have a water bottle.
Oh, okay, I'm muted on Discord.
Can you hear me, bro? Starbucks.
Okay, yeah, I was muted on Discord. What's up, brother?
Was going to ID me and approach me.
Hey, what's happening, brother?
And asked who I was.
Getting this thing started.
I told them, and
you seen this video yet?
Followed them to the destination where the interview was going to be held.
I can't see what you're looking at, man.
There,
let me share screen here on Discord.
We went to a place called Imperial. They were getting this trade crap
honestly, bro,
from someone else, someone with much more experience, someone who did this for a living. Caroline, which is the founder of RCA,
are you serious?
moved to Sweden with her husband, who is a dual citizen.
Not because of
so there's a back and forth with the European connection.
People, dude, I'm getting attacked by my fucking friends over
what?
This shit. By fucking white people.
Rose City Antifa holds required lectures for prospecting members in secret and, in other words, bookstore before they open.
This is my place.
And as part of their security culture, they require us to put our phones in the bathroom.
All day, man. I'm on social media. I'm on fucking Twitter, and I'm watching these fucking crazy assholes who are inciting hate, right? And they're posting people's profiles out there. If they say one thing that doesn't coincide with their opinion, and they're blasting them, and they're saying, fuck this guy up, find him and defriend him, block him, and go and find this motherfucker and show him what we're about, yada, yada, yada. Well, here's my big fucking issue. Oh, dude, it's fucking crazy, dude. People are insane, dude. I know you're not on Facebook, but I am, and Facebook is absolutely one of the most toxic places it's insane right now. People are absolutely Twitter? I would say it's just different than Twitter. The difference Twitter and people are saying opinionated crazy shit on Twitter. That's true. The problem on Facebook is that everybody's saying the same shit, except for everybody that sees that are people they know in real life, right? So it's causing these massive issues. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Twitter's more like strangers, right? You're talking to some random dude you'll
exactly
never talk to again.
Like I don't mind saying like really opinionated, controversial shit on Twitter because I know it's like, who the fuck cares? Like Brett Banff is gonna like it and that's it. Like, you know, so like for me, it's like on Facebook, it's like you have like these massive fights that are going on. Like, okay, I live in Southwest Virginia. We're very rural here. We're very white. It is white people country out here. That's just real. And so like you have like all of these like fucking leftist psyop supporters who are on like the Withfill page that are here,
the city that you live in, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
the little town.
and you have like all these freaking Yeah, and so you have all these redneck white people that are causing all these fights, and like some of the stuff that like there's not bad points on either side, okay? But people but as soon as you disagree with somebody right now, it's fuck you, I'm gonna find you.
Yeah. Yeah,
There isn't like
that's scary
you
shit.
know, it's scary, dude. And it gets like here's my issue, okay? Sorry, one sec.
No, you're done. Yeah, that was the
I said
whole
like
point.
that.
Like that was one of the big things that I wanted to talk about. Like I don't use Facebook at all, like zero, right? But I do use Twitter a lot.
No, yeah,
right?
I know.
And I use Twitch the
Yeah,
most.
uh-huh.
And one big thing I wanted to talk about, which you just brought up right off the bat, you like read my mind, is at least on Twitch, you still see a lot of positivity, right? I mean, it's so
Twitch
far
is
from
Twitch is
toxic.
beautiful, right?
It is. It's like an escape,
Yeah,
dude.
and it really is. And what the great thing about Twitch is that like it hasn't had enough of a chance for these 13,000 people for that to be like infiltrated by people that are here just to spread propaganda and hate, right?
Yeah.
And usually when you get that shit, it gets knocked out. The worst we see is Satan, and he's just a big fat troll. So you don't see legitimate hate speech on Twitch.
He's not a violent troll though. He's just a troll. He's not a fucking like
no, he's just a
you know?
dickhead, and he likes it, right?
Yeah, which is cool.
Exactly.
Fine. I mean, I
Which
wish
is
Twitter
awesome.
was.
It's awesome.
I wish Twitter was full of dickheads instead of hateful people. Right? There's a big difference between a dickhead and somebody that's extremely hateful. Mike says
here's what
I
I'm gonna
quit
bring.
Facebook
Here's
years
what
ago
I'm.
for this reason. My wife uses Facebook, and
I
we
hear
have
you,
been
man.
disagreeing a lot more lately. They feed your head shit and make you second guess your stance.
Dude, it's literally just one massive propaganda machine.
Yeah.
I have never, and I've actually been on it more recently this week just to see and just to take it all in because, you know, like I don't say shit on Facebook because I know that I'm going to get attacked one way or another, especially just from where I live. If I support Black Lives Matter, I'm going to get attacked. If I go anti Black Lives Matter, then I'm going to get really attacked. So it's really, really very volatile right now. So here's just a couple little statistics I want to bring to the table for everybody. I caught this earlier today, and I went and fact checked it because I was like, "Wow, are you serious? Those are really the numbers?" Here's the deal, okay? Last year, how many unarmed Black people were killed by the police? Just a question, real question. Statistic, non-racist analytics is what I'm looking for. How many unarmed Black people last year were killed by the police?
If I gave you an exact answer, I'd be lying. I have no clue.
8 Black people across this nation were killed by the police, unarmed. Okay,
like
and that's very vague. Okay,
like unlawfully,
and that's
like
unarmed.
It was
that doesn't
murder, right? Or
no, not
necessarily,
right? So this is that literally just means that they did not have a weapon on them and they were killed by a police officer. That's super situational for one, okay?
Yeah,
listen,
I agree.
Before I go any further than this, before I get any further into this, the death of George Floyd is unacceptable. That man needed to be fired and put on trial for first-degree murder, as well as the 3 cops that didn't do anything about it. That is illegal what they did.
There was another one on his back as well, right? There was another dude on his, standing on his back.
I think he was further behind. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that guy didn't kill him, you know, but he didn't do anything about it. But that's, you know, again, so my issue is you have eight Black people were killed by the police unarmed. Okay. I feel for that. That sucks.
100%. Okay. Yeah. Any life taken unarmed,
over right? Okay. Yeah. Now, 6% of America's population, 6% of America's population is Black men. Okay.
Yeah.
Black men account for almost 50% of all police deaths. Okay? Not racism, facts. Facts. Okay? I fucking love Black people, and I get it, but their cause is fucking flawed. Dude, exactly, right? Exactly. Their cause is it's a leftist propaganda machine where they fed you this video of George Floyd being murdered over and over and over, and they made everyone angry.
And they have to this day, and they're already being tried for murder, right? So what's the whole point to keep going?
They have pushed this systematic racism propaganda down our throats to the point where you cannot avoid it, you cannot run from it, and if you disagree with it, you are going to be crucified by The whole community, not just
Yeah.
black people.
Yeah.
All the white people that are putting the black profile pictures up, okay? You're going to get fucking slaughtered if you bring it
saw
up.
what Kanye
But I'm
did?
bringing it up here and
You
right
saw
now
what
because...
Kanye did?
Mm-hmm.
Kanye put up a white square. Yo.
Yeah.
OIA, right? BOIA. He's always in our chats. Thank you so much for coming every
Yeah,
night.
yeah, yeah.
He says they knew each other. And you know who else was saying that was Costuma? And I've been hearing that on Twitter as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. I think they worked in the same club. OIA, let me know if I'm
Yeah.
wrong or not. I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'll be waiting for your answer. I definitely want to look more into that.
Yeah, supposedly they worked in the same nightclub like 17 years ago or some shit.
Yep.
I'm not sure. You know, and so like I don't even really trust that, right? There's lots of weird shit with that video, and I read this one post where it's like 30 different points that were really weird. Like that police car doesn't look like the rest of the police, the badge. Like there's lots of really weird, fucked up shit with that video itself. But I know that I don't have a lot of reach here. I got fucking maybe 8 people watching me right now. Maybe 100 more watch in the lifespan of this video.
Oh, they will.
But I really want everybody to hear me when I say stop listening to this fucking propaganda. Think for yourself and look at the data, people. Look at the analytics, look at the numbers, look at the statistics. They do not agree with the narrative.
Nope.
They're not on the same page. It's not real. It's not real. The cause you're marching for is not real. And now there are dead black people in the streets because they've been beaten for their shop owners mangled in the streets of Dallas. There are cops shot everywhere. There are men and women that are out there trying to defend themselves that are being beaten by 2x4s, and the fucking police are to go in and do anything about it.
No,
there's no paramedics. There's no firefighters. No. And so here's the thing. And at the end of this all, when the dust settles, the police will withdraw from these poor black communities, and the crime rates will, and more black people will die.
What do you think about
and more
defund the
poor
police?
White people will die.
What do you think about this whole defund
I think it's
the
bullshit.
police bullshit?
It's fucking insane. It's insane. You have the mayor of LA saying that he is going to donate $250,000 to these quote unquote peaceful protesters and defund their police department. Are you kidding me? Your city is burning. Your city is burning, and you're gonna pay them to do it, and you're gonna take money away from your police.
It's because they don't.
It's insane.
They
dude.
don't. You know,
I have been so pissed off all day because of this.
This is far from being organic, and orchestrated, organized takedown.
It's a fucking leftist psyop. Look, I really do. I do my best to try to keep politics out of this channel, but no fucking more, man. This is a leftist psyop with Joe Biden riding in on his white horse with his fucking fist held in the air to save everybody from the tyrannical grip of President Trump, and it's not true. It's fucking bullshit.
It is 100% bullshit. I agree.
I mean, like, people are not doing the homework. People were just waiting on an opportunity. And I dare say you have maybe 5 to 10% of these people who are out here for the right reasons that do want to see justice for George Floyd. And I get that. But here's the problem, okay? George Floyd's murderer has been arrested, and the 3 other officers that were involved have been arrested.
They've been charged.
They've all been charged. And so my question to the protesters, what are the demands? You want police reform? Be specific. What are the demands, right? Why are you burning down Nike stores? Why are you burning down Popeyes and the fucking the Hexagon Bar in Minneapolis that stood for 80 years and became home and was a place where punk was born? Like, this is cultural. This is small business. This is a black-owned music venue.
Look at the bricks that
the
are
St. John's Church.
Yeah.
St. John's Church has stood for 200 years across from the White House, has burned. And they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about that Trump used military action to clear the street so that he could walk across for a photo op. First off, bullshit.
Crap.
That's been completely proven not true. There was no tear gas, no rubber, nothing. The fact of the matter is, that happens, riots or not. They clear a street when the president comes through. That's a fact. That doesn't matter if you're in times of war, peace, or boredom. They clear the street when the president wants to
They
come through.
asked them
That's
to
just
move.
how that works.
Listen. First of all, they asked them to move back 3 times.
Over and over.
They didn't use tear
Exactly.
gas, and they did not use rubber bullets.
Nope.
That's a fact. Now,
Nope.
there is still a lot of fucked up shit that's going on. Like, look, President Randy, right? President Randy pulled out a tweet today, and I was barely able to watch it. The second I saw the dude fall, I had to turn it off. I couldn't see it, dude. I think it's back here. But this is not the way that the police should be handling things either. I'm gonna give you guys.
Dude, I agree.
Warning.
I agree to an
you
extent, but you have to talk about a lot of these are such localized issue though. Like this is like, yeah, maybe the police have done things wrong in this riot, but if I were in charge of making this shit stop, I wouldn't know how to do it either.
Nope.
Okay, and I know that there's just such a these people are people as well, and they're gonna make bad decisions. And if somebody gets in your face and yells "fuck you, fuck you, fuck you" for 3 hours, I fucking might mace them too.
Yeah. No, the mace is not bad. This was just another incident. It's already got over 1 million views on Twitter. It's the police. They're walking through.
I mean, that's why that's why I'm not a cop, but
The Price is Wrong says this may be tough to dig out the economy, and yeah.
Oh, the economy is the economy is like. It's so fucked, dude. It's so fucked, and it's never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. America's never going to be the same because now we have this idea that this is okay.
Yeah.
Because what does the angry mob want next?
No, but it's not only about what the angry mob wants. It's about the politicians that are saying that protests are not supposed to be peaceful. It says in the First Amendment you have the right to protest peaceably, not burn down private property. And what's funny is, like you mentioned, they're burning down Nike. Who does Nike stand with? Nike stands with Kaepernick. They're burning down Apple. Who does Apple stand with? China.
Right.
So I think they want them to be burning this down because they have huge insurance policies. They're making tons of money off this. And as a matter of fact, if we want to talk about statistics, there's a statistic that ever since the COVID lockdown, there's 16 new billionaires. And between the 614 odd billionaires, they've accumulated like an additional 35% of their wealth. So they became 35% more wealthy during COVID. Bezos made more money. Bill Gates has made more money. Kanye has reached the billionaire status. Not saying that it's because he's propagandizing, but you have people like Bill Gates, Bezos. You have a lot of people making money during this COVID time. One of the people who broke it down the best was Dr. Shiva Ayyadurai. He just did a YouTube video a couple days ago, which was amazing. And he breaks it down very simple and lets you know this is not about a race thing. This is about a class warfare. And like you mentioned, 95% of the people that are rioting are not black people. It's white people, white liberal people
that
are
of white
in
people.
Antifa, that are setting up and staging bricks, possibly even the police. I mean, you have people that are infiltrating even our law enforcement.
I love it. It's one of my favorite pictures that's come out from this thing. You have a like a middle-aged white woman who's standing in the face of a black cop. And keep in mind, this black cop is not wearing riot gear. He's just in a uniform, okay? He's a black cop, like kind of an older gentleman. And this white woman is in his face screaming at him in the name of white on black racism. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you realize how bass backwards that is?
Yeah, dude, this is a clown world. And when you remember, you and Dookie are the ones that really informed me of this. I didn't even know what was going on. Having looked more into this,
you're lucky, man.
I cannot believe that it's A, gone on this long, and B, that right now they still aren't doing really stop this. I don't know what Democrats are going to do.
I've had a lot of people. A lot of people have brought up the point too, like, well, if the cops weren't standing there in riot lines, there wouldn't be riots. Okay, well, let's paint this picture. Let's do this scenario.
Why are they standing there in riot lines in the first place?
Right. Well, and okay, let's think about this, right? Say you have a peaceful protest, right? Which ultimately across the nation, the general consensus is that we support that. We right here in my little small
100%.
town of
Yeah.
Whitfield, we had a peaceful protest of about 200 people, and the cops marched down the street with them. We had a police vehicle leading the parade. It was
Yep.
just a parade, straight up. Now, here's the problem, okay? That's great, and I love that, and more people should be doing that. But when the shots are fired, when the looting starts, the police have to switch gears. They can't keep, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have to do something. You can't just let these shop owners be beaten and battered and old ladies smashed in the face. You can't let it happen. You can't continue to kneel and march with these people. It has to be stopped. So where do you draw the line, right? Like, I understand, like, and people are like, well, why the fuck do the cops have to come out and be aggressive? Well, because that's the whole, that's the narrative, right? That's what this has come to. And if it doesn't, and it's a question of like, well, who fired the first shot? Ultimately, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Maybe the police have started the riots in some cities. Maybe the looters and the people that want to start trouble have caused it in some cities. Maybe
But it
it's
shouldn't be
fucking
going
Antifa.
on in the first
Maybe it's
place, right?
just punk ass. Maybe it's punk ass white kids that are from college and got nothing better to do. There's a million different answers to that question of who fired the first shot, but it doesn't matter. The point is, when it happens, if the police are supposed to police themselves from bad police work, then the protesters must police themselves from bad protesters. It's the same thing.
I
We're
agree.
all people. We're all people. And if we're going to fight, then we have to help ourselves. We have to stop ourselves. My problem, okay, where is the black community leaders? Where's LeBron James? Where is Colin
He,
Kaepernick? Where's Russell Wilson? Right? They're not out trying to be a voice for these black people and stop this. They're saying burn it down because they deserve it. And the white people, the fucking, specifically the leftist fucking senators and the governors and the people that are anti-Trump, they're out there saying, you know what? Well, if it's painful and personal for them, then it should be painful and personal for everyone. They're inciting these
oh
riots.
yeah,
They're
definitely.
inciting the violence.
And also,
It's
at the same
fucking
time, this is a
ridiculous.
big distraction from what's been going on with Hillary Clinton. She lost her appeal. She will be testifying, I think it's September. You had Rod Rosenstein having to
Yeah.
admit that there was no Russian collusion after all the bullshit. Everybody knows the media is fake. Chris Cuomo's ratings are at their lowest ever. CNN
Oh,
sucks.
it's hilarious. Yeah.
Fox sucks.
Yeah.
The only good people on Fox really is, in my opinion, Tucker Carlson is my favorite.
Tucker.
Hannity
Tucker,
is
dude. That's
still
it.
a G, and I
Did
like
you
Laura
see him?
Ingraham.
Okay, dude. I'm for all of our viewers and you yourself, Andres, if you haven't gone back and watched Tucker's 32-minute monologue
Oh
that he
yeah,
did
dude.
on I believe it was Tuesday night, where he calls out everybody. He calls out all the leaders. He even calls out, because the thing is all this was happening, and the only tweet that Trump sent out was that, "Don't worry, me and my family are safe in the White." Well, fuck that. We don't care. We're not. Like, we hire you to make sure that our
Yeah,
people will be safe,
exactly.
and
No,
you
he's
can get away with a lot of shit. You can say whatever the fuck you want on social media. You can do a lot of dumb shit that a lot of people don't agree with, but people will forgive a lot. Keep the people safe. But if you fail to do that, then you're fucked, dude. You have to keep the people safe. And so it kills me because people are like, Trump's doing nothing. Trump's doing nothing. Okay, well, Trump says, well, I am going to do something. I'm going to fucking engage the military because the states aren't doing anything. And then people fucking attack him for that.
they attacked him for
I,
holding a
I
freaking
think he
Bible, dude.
abs.
They attacked him for
Oh,
holding a
I know.
Bible while a church
Right.
is
And,
burning. And they were more mad about him holding a Bible than the actual church burning. Also, Mike says,
right.
well, BOIA says 350 cities protested. Riots only really in blue states, which is true. And why is there only riots in blue states?
All
Because
true.
their mayors and governors are allowing it. Price is Wrong. Our good
Yes, because
homeboy
there's.
Mike says, why all of a
Yes.
sudden the news channels are not all talking about COVID? COVID, what is that? I don't even know what that is.
Right.
It's like it never
Right.
happened. Did it
Right.
ever happen? I have no clue. Something big is going on.
It's hard to tell.
Big. It's the sun, says
Big,
Trish.
big, big,
Says
big.
Trisha Love.
Yeah, and I heard somebody said that uh, this is like the the Spanish flu in 1918, the Depression in 19, and the Civil Rights Movement in 1968, all in 3 months.
You have Price is Wrong saying something big is going on.
Something huge is
BOIA
going
saying
on.
something big is going on. It is. It is. I see it all over the place. I've been watching a lot of Craig Mason.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Craig knows what's up.
Yeah, he knows what's up, man. That's my favorite news station
You know,
right there. Is
I
Reasonable
didn't know.
Conversation with Craig Mason. I love that, dude. If you guys are not subscribed to Craig Mason and you want good factual information, he's not about putting it out first. He's about checking out his source, making sure everything is good. Really good information. I watch him and Tucker.
Yeah, I actually, I'm sad to admit that I actually didn't know a whole lot about Craig Mason and wasn't really paying attention for too long. In the past few days, I'm glad you brought him up because I've watched a lot of his shit, and that dude knows exactly what's up. He's really good. He's really good. Watch Craig Mason, man, for real.
But look, Twitter is all riddled with it. Like, there's very few positive people. One of the positive people that I love, and one time he was in our chat, it was amazing for me. It was Ollie, super positive Christian, conservative. I love all of his feed. It's always very factual. He does his research as well. Another good person to get information from. Always, I mean, I'm sure he doesn't want to be putting all these crazy things on his website all the time, on his Twitter or whatever the case, but you can't hide from it. And as much as I don't want to talk about it, and I was so glad that I didn't even know about it for the first week or so, it is something that needs to be addressed. And I want to give a big shout out to CJ Pearson. This young black conservative is doing big things. He's raised over $100,000 for black business owners that their stores were looted. So this is how you help.
Dude, that's some of the saddest shit. That's the saddest shit I've seen through all this.
It's ridiculous.
These videos of these old black men outside of their shops on their fucking hands and knees trying to pick up the pieces of their lives. It's the saddest shit I've ever seen.
I agree.
They should be fucking ashamed of themselves. Yep. All these rioters and violent protesters, they should be fucking ashamed of themselves for destroying their communities, destroying the lives of their neighbors. It's unbelievable.
Have you been out there? Have you made it to any of these places where it's been happening? Because I know Virginia's a little bit smaller, or whatever the case is. Is it easier for you to get out there? Have you seen any of the real damage and stuff like that?
I'll tell you, I haven't. Our town was very peaceful, but I'll tell you this. I'll tell you a crazy story. So after our protest, right, there was rumor that we had a bus load of Antifa members that were in a bus from Richmond. They were coming down to Roanoke, and they were going to burn down Valley View Mall. So what happened is, yeah, they were busing them in. They were coming to Roanoke. And so what happened was our entire state flooded all of our state police to Roanoke. So the night after we had our protest, which was peaceful, I have a lot of respect for my community for the way that they handled it, including our police force. You know what? Especially our police force. But so that night, we didn't know what was going to happen. We knew that there were Antifa members coming through. We knew that we had our march that day. And so what happened was we had no state police help at all in our town. It was only going to be ran by our town police. Anything that was going to happen in town tonight was only going to be taken care of by our town police. Now, our town police force is only about 40, 50 members strong, right? Yep. And that's talking about like the desk job guys too. That's not boots on the ground cops. We do not have that many cops. So what happened was the Carroll County Militia, which is ultimately just a bunch of good old boys and ex-military guys and ex-cops and, probably redneck racist, but whatever. So they showed up and they were walking the streets of our town in full camo and AR-15s,
and
walking around our town.
There, huh?
Well, yeah, and that was the whole thing. So it's a really double-edged sword, because what happened then was we had a lot of people that were in support of that said, well, look, we don't have the state police help, and these guys are here to prevent looting. We should applaud them. And then we had a lot of other people that said, no, this is a white supremacist group that is here to intimidate the citizens of Wytheville, to punish us for having a civil rights movement in our town, right? So it really was like this massive fight going on within our town of like, are these people here to help, or are they here to intimidate us? And I mean, I think it's a little bit of both, because our police department actually put out a statement saying, look, we did not ask them for help. This was not a sanctioned thing. This was not a call for help to them. They showed up. They let us know they were going to show up, and they didn't do anything illegal. They are allowed to do this, just like anybody else is allowed to peacefully protest. They are allowed to peacefully walk up and down the streets with AR-15s. And people may have different views on that. Okay, people may think that that's not okay, but that's the law. That's legal.
A view,
that's
and a
why
law is a law.
Right? Exactly. You can have your opinion on that. You can have your leftist no guns argument on that, right? Or you could be completely pro gun, or you could be somewhere in the middle and say, maybe they took it a little too far. Whatever, right? So, but the point is that they legally were able to do this, just like they were legally able 4 months ago to take busloads of people and have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people armed to the teeth with their guns, protesting in Richmond against our governor, Ralph Northam, for saying that he's going to take away our guns. So what happened then was you seriously had the streets of Richmond flooded by white people and black people, like, all carrying guns, and as a show of support for the gun itself.
Correct.
And they ended up going into the courthouse. The police pulled back and they entered the courthouse, and they took over the courthouse, and they were going to take over the state building too, but it didn't happen. But so
Virginia,
a lot of people are like, well, why is that okay?
In the middle of the media,
it's crazy up here,
huh?
It's been hot here, dude, for sure, because we have a very, very governor right now, and North Virginia is very blue. It's very liberal, but everything south of Roanoke, dude, I mean, we out in the hood, or not in the hood, we in the wood, rather. We in the freaking woods out here, right? And so you have a ton of, like, a lot of white people, and even the black people are very, like, pro-gun, Republican. Like, that's just how it is around here, right? And so, like, everybody argues, like, well, why is that okay that they did that? Why is that okay? Well, there's probably things that weren't okay about that. They probably should have not taken over the courthouse. But ultimately, not a shot was fired, not a building was burned, and when they left, they cleaned the fucking streets up. There are video of all these protesters picking up cans, picking up trash, and they left Richmond clean. Cleaner than it was when they got there, no matter how many guns they brought there. So it's just a defunct argument for me. Like, no, maybe you don't agree with the fact that they, like, advanced on Richmond's with an entire militia, with an army, basically. But fact is, they didn't go there to fucking burn down the mall and steal fucking Gucci, right? They came there with a purpose, and they proved their point. And look, I know I probably sound like a fucking straight up racist right now, and if this was on Facebook, I would be gutted. But I'm not a racist, and I need y'all to know this. I'm a fucking artist, okay? I'm a musician. I've been in bands with black people my whole fucking life. My best friends are black. I love black people. I love gay people. I love Asian people, yellow people, blue people, green people. I don't give a fuck. I am all about people. I love everybody. But
I know you are.
You cannot have different rules. You cannot have different rules.
That double
You
standard.
cannot have different rules. You cannot have that double standard. You cannot be allowed to root and burn your communities down because you have a fucking hoodie on that says Black Lives Matter. It is not okay.
I agree. All lives matter, and anybody that disagrees with that is 100% wrong. There's only one human. There's only one race, and that's the human race. I don't.
We're humans. We're all fucking idiots, and and it's like, it sucks because I'm a 28-year-old white guy in Southwest rural Virginia that likes fucking drums and Bitcoin. Basically, I have no voice, right? Like, I'm not supposed to have an opinion right now. I'm exactly the problem right now. But I ain't never done a goddamn thing to any of these people. And I don't want to be told by some leftist politician that I have to be angry. I don't have to be fucking angry. I don't. I'm angry at the way that this was handled. I am pissed at our government.
Yep.
But not because of the racist systemic racism that is against black people. I'm not, because ultimately I don't believe that shit, because I'm a numbers guy. I like numbers. I like math. I'm a drummer. Okay. So when I look at a statistic and it tells me that only 8 black people were killed by the police, yet over 60 were killed by black people, 60 police were killed by black people, that statistic doesn't add up to me. That doesn't tell me that black lives don't matter. That doesn't tell me that you're marching for the justice of George Floyd. That tells me that you're marching because you're fucking bored.
Yeah, I agree. And a lot of actually, I haven't seen any looter or rioter invoke his name when they're stealing a Gucci bag and say, this is because, of George Floyd, I'm stealing this Gucci bag because, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, or do I sound stupid?
No, that completely makes sense.
BOIA says, where we go one, we go all. I've been following Q for a very, very long time.
That's true too.
Mike says,
oh,
yeah,
shit, dude.
Drums and Bitcoin.
Did you hear that?
If only the world knew that. Yeah, what was that? Hello?
Fucking gunfire. Did you hear that?
Are you kidding me?
Dude, I'm standing in my backyard. I literally just heard gunfire right over the hill.
Grab your
just now.
Yeah.
This is the world we live in, gentlemen. This is the world we live in.
That's insane, dude. Are you serious?
I swear to God, dude. I know that shit. That was not a firework. That was a pop, dude. I know what a gun sounds like.
Yeah.
That was a gun. That was gunfire right here in town.
That's crazy.
It's fucked, man.
They're busting
here we are.
Into
it's
your
midnight.
Town a lot, huh?
It's crazy, man. I did not expect it. I mean, because ultimately, like, it's weird because we're such a small town and we don't have any problems like this. And we love our black people. We love our white people. We got our redneck good old boys, and we got our straight, like, ghetto black people all in one. But, like, literally, there's so much love in this town. It's an artistic community. We have a dinner theater. We're the only dinner theater miles of us. So, like, our community is very, very artistic, and it's weird because you have such a massive amount of leftist, progressive sort of people, and then but we're also right in the middle of a very red portion of the state. So it's almost like right here in the center of the town is very blue, but as soon as you get outside, it's red all around.
It's always in the main big
y'all know me.
areas. It's like always like in the city where it's blue. Everybody's saying, please watch out over there, man. Trisha says, what? Oh my God, mate, be careful. Kane the Hurricane says, damn, be safe. Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude.
I haven't. You heard it
Dude,
again?
come on, y'all. Hey, listen, y'all ain't got to worry about me, man. I got a German Shepherd and a fucking 25-round clip on deck. I mean, seriously.
One-man militia.
Yeah, I mean, that's the last thing I'm worried about is somebody coming to my house. And I mean, we just don't have it. We don't have rioters. And if there would be somebody that would try to do something around here, I mean, it would be like very, very localized, maybe 2 or 3 dudes tops. We don't have a bus full of Antifa rolling through here today. We don't have the National Guard, so it's like, it's just not a problem here. It really isn't. And then it's almost like people they want this to be a problem.
Well, that's the whole point, like, because if it's not a
bored.
problem, if it's not a problem, they can't loot, they can't riot, they can't try to take down the entire government, whatever the case. Look, I'm for small government.
No, and there's just nobody here.
I think the craziest thing
that's
been coming out of this so far is the whole defund the police thing. I mean, that is completely
that's insane,
dude.
Well, and it sucks because, like, at first it was like, we need police reform, they need better training, which ultimately means the police need more money. The police need to send their dudes to boot camp.
Yep.
They need to know the law back and forth and have accountability.
What I was gonna say.
They need accountability.
Yep.
They need mountains of paperwork every time that an arrest is made. They need accountability.
Yep.
Okay,
I agree.
But that does not translate to defunding.
No.
That doesn't mean defunding.
Do you remember when they were trying to defund ICE?
It's crazy.
This was not too long ago.
Yep.
Remember, it was like defund ICE, and every single politician was like, what are you talking about, defund ICE? Are you fucking crazy? That's insane. Now you got a bunch of people agreeing to defund the police? Dude, this is crazy.
Yeah, you have people cheering in the streets because the Minneapolis Police Department is being completely disbanded. Do you know this?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I just
The
read about
mayor
that
and
like
the
maybe
mayor and the
half an hour
governor,
before we started.
they're disbanding. They are disbanding the Minneapolis Police Department, and the state police is going to do everything in that town. Do you realize what that means? That means that crime rates are going to skyrocket.
Oh, you better believe
And
it.
black people fucking deaths. People are going to die on the streets
They
in
don't care
Minneapolis
about
more
that
than they
because
already have
you
this
know
week.
who's running Antifa? You know who's running this orchestrated takedown? It's people with big money. This is orchestrated. This is organized by George Soros, the Clinton
big time.
Foundation. You got Bezos with the
Yep.
propaganda machine, the Amazon Post.
Yep.
I mean, they're and
Bill fucking
people are
Gates.
eating it up. Bill Gates, which I've read the stories. I don't know how
People are
true it
blind
is
to
that
it. They don't
that
care.
he was
They literally don't care.
he's wanted for like doing untested trials or like unsanctioned trials on kids in Africa for his vaccinations, and kids were dying from taking his vaccinations. I don't know how much truth there is behind it. I've read it, but
I don't know.
I take everything with a grain of salt, but I've read it in a few different places. So
You
if
got
anybody
to.
knows a little bit about that, I'd like to know more about. There's just so, and all these people keep getting richer and richer and richer and richer throughout this whole entire thing.
Right.
Mike Price is wrong. Says
Right.
funny. The people who want the cops gone are the same people who don't want guns. Yeah, you know who they want the guns for? They want the guns for the criminals.
Right.
They don't care if criminals have the guns. That's fine, right? But a law-abiding citizen and Mike, we're in a stand your ground fucking state, dude. Can't come on my lawn.
Absolutely.
You fucking lost your mind if you come
That's
on my
it,
lawn.
dude.
And it has hit the suburbs
and I've
in some
honestly,
cities,
yeah.
which is
I mean, I've never
unfortunate.
been in a position where I feel like, if somebody were to show up, I would absolutely shoot them. I've never really felt that way in my life.
Me
I've
either.
always been a kind of like lock your doors, call the cops kind of guy, but you can't right now.
No,
You just can't.
not at all. Let me see if I could share
It's just
screen so you could see what I'm seeing, man. Hold on.
And the most important thing for everybody that's listening out there, man, protect yourself, protect your families. That's all you can do right now. Just lay low and protect yourself, because you just never know, man. People are completely oblivious to the problem. They're turning deaf ears. This is the thing. Those rioters and the looters and the protesters, they're out there right now, and they're not watching the news. They're not looking for a leader. They don't care. They don't want to hear it.
I agree with
They're
that.
covering their ears. They're covering their ears to rational information and statistics, and they just want to go out there because, for a lot of factors. First off, because they're misinformed, and they've been led by leftist propaganda for year after year that says that police go out there and they hunt black people, which is just absolutely, it's a lie. It's a fucking downright lie that they've told to the American public, that police are out there hunting black people. It's not true. And I don't care what you believe, left, right, blue, yellow, I don't care. That is not true. Look at the stats.
100.
Look at the fucking stats. If anything, the police are being, the police are the one being.
It's very easy to Google it.
Oh yeah, Google it, dude. But they won't. They're not out there doing it. They're not out there Googling.
Why? Because
they're out there because
they probably already know, and they could care less about moving forward their dumb ass agenda. Okay, that's all it is. Are you able to see my screen? Let me know if you can see it. All right, cool. So you can see what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, cool.
Let
me close this up.
A data patriot. Yeah, way to go, Manifestival.
Manifestival is always putting out good stuff, and you know what? I'm glad we really touched on this, and I'm glad that you really got into it, because you know a lot more about what's going on with this thing, and I'm glad I didn't have to touch on it on my own. I really wanted somebody else's opinion, and there's a couple Twetches here that I want to look at as well with you, because I need somebody's opinion like yourself that has some of the knowledge on this. But this one is the first one that I want to point out. This is Manifestival Twetchcast. If you guys aren't following him yet, he's 9802. By far one of my favorite Twetchers. Become a really good friend. Always available to talk. Always putting out wise, good things. He posted this 7 days ago. And so true. If you're on Twitch, you're a data patriot. And with all these rights and everything going on right now, and people censoring them, I suggest you do Twetch to tweet.
You gotta use
Because
Twetch. You gotta
use,
Twetch, man.
yeah,
Yep.
you gotta Twetch and put those Twetches out on Twitter. You don't necessarily have to put a link, but your Twetches, and the reason for that is your account will get banned. You will get censored if you have any type of political message tied to your stuff. For the people that are on Twitch already, like Free Domain, like Alexander, like Mike Cernovich, I really hope that they use Twitch a lot more, because I don't see them being on Twitter very long. And to be able
I think
to
it's never been more important for your posts to be immutable than it is right now.
100% agreed. Yeah.
Never in history. It's never been more important in history for the information that is going out to not be able to be censored. It's so important. And that's, dude, Twitch, you need video, dude. You need to stop letting people, I mean, I don't know how you do it because it's blockchain and it's expensive, but people need to be able to spread information that the government can't do anything about.
Information like this. I mean, can you imagine all the videos that Twitter has already taken down of peaceful protesters that have gotten killed by rioters? Real people that care about Black lives, Asian lives, white lives, all lives are getting killed, and
so
Twitter is censoring and shadow banning that, dude?
I can't remember where it was, man, but I saw a video earlier today that really sucked, man. It's like there's a peaceful protest happening, and you have a small group of guys that start looting. They start breaking windows and they start stealing shit. Well, so this older gentleman goes out. He's wearing khakis. He's an older white guy. He's got a polo on. He's wearing khakis. Well, guess what he does? He calls 911, and you know what they do to him for doing that? They brutalize him. They brutalize him in the street and leave him for dead. And that is, where's his justice, man?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
For trying to defend somebody's store. And, think about this. Here's a weird point that nobody wants to talk about, right? So imagine this. Imagine that you are a small business owner in Minneapolis, and you're a white guy. You're a white guy. You got a white family, and you are absolutely not racist. That's why you chose Minneapolis to set your store up anyway. That's why your main clientele and all of your customers are Black people. You love Black people. You've always loved Black people. Well, then this riot starts, and these Black people, and again, man, I'm really not trying to be racist here. I really want to stand my ground when I say I'm absolutely not racist. I'm just looking at facts here, right? And this is completely hypothetical. You're a white business owner. You've served Black people. You love Black people. And then a group of Black people come in and burn your store to the ground. Now, guess what? You fucking hate Black people. And guess what the Black people have done? They've perpetuated the racism. Yep. They've made that white guy hate them.
I could see something like that happening for sure.
I think it's going to happen everywhere.
Extremely mad. Or what about if all of these Black business owners that are losing their businesses? How do you think they're going to feel about the younger generation that are doing this to them? And
right.
I mean,
right.
I've seen old ladies cry. African American women, senior citizens, cry because they were a quarter owner of a business that some little kids destroyed within a matter of seconds, dude. It only takes a second to burn down a building, literally.
Yeah. The video of the Black grandma that's sitting there being interviewed on the news channel, she's crying her eyes out. She's crying her eyes out because she has nowhere to shop anymore, because all the shops near her house, she doesn't have a car, she doesn't drive, she doesn't have family. I
saw that one too. Yep.
She can't go. She cannot go get food. She can't eat, and she can't even get anywhere because the buses are not running.
She can't ride on the fucking bus because she's poor and she doesn't have a car for whatever reason, and now she can't even take public transport.
Now tell me how that empowers Black people.
That does not.
Tell me.
That depowers them, dude.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I swear, I've literally been sitting around all day saying, God, I wish I was Black. I wish I was Black so I could have a voice. I wish I was Black so I could go on YouTube and post a video, or on Facebook and post a video that says, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing, Black people?
And
I wish that I was Black.
Check this out.
Just so that I could say it.
There's a lot of good opinions about it on Twitch as well. We have Crypto de Medici, user 5375, another amazing user to follow. If you're not following 5375, jump on it right now. he says, or she, whatever, there is nothing organic about riots, protests happening in many large US cities. Most of it was orchestrated and
Preach.
aimed to bring out those most likely to cause damage and protest violently, aka Antifa. Normal people don't riot over a man being killed. Very true. Another
Fucking
thing that
preach.
I saw was,
Preach.
what if white people rioted every single time a black man killed a white person?
Right.
What would happen?
Yeah, what if yeah, exactly. And there's plenty of white guys getting killed by black cops. There's Hispanics being killed by white cops, black cops. There's Mexicans, and
This
there's
has nothing to do
Asians,
with
and
race.
there's AIDS. And it really doesn't even have that much to do with police brutality. Yes, there are bad cops out there. Yes, the police need to police themselves better. Yes, the police need better training and need reform. I agree on all of those points.
I agree on
I
that as
agree
well.
with
They
those.
need to learn the law,
But
first of all, and they need
I
and
agree with
again,
that.
there
I
is,
agree with that.
remember, do we ever see a video of a good traffic stop? Have you ever seen a video like, oh, my pleasant
No.
experience with the
No.
police because I was speeding and they pulled me over and I acted normal. I put
That's
my
the whole
hands on the
point.
steering wheel. I handed them my driver's license. They wrote me a ticket and I left. Have you ever heard that saying?
Yeah, because you don't pull out, because people don't pull their cameras out until shit starts going wrong.
Exactly. Everything bad is always perpetrated. Everything
Perpetuated.
Perpetuated, correct, is always blown up.
It's funny.
Beyond belief.
Tucker made that same mistake earlier today. I watched him say
my long lost brother, bro.
The same.
Do you remember when he used to wear a bow tie way back in the day?
Yeah, dude, that was awesome. I hate that he doesn't anymore.
Yeah. If you're watching this, Tucker, get back to the bow tie, man. Really missed that.
Mute now for just a sec.
Go ahead. I'll go ahead and keep reading this. So he got a Crypto de Medici got a reply from QL13442 saying, if so, what is the goal? A, divide the population against themselves so they don't threaten the existing power structure. B, a coup to delegitimize institutions, government, rule of law, democracy, and install something else, maybe corporate, foreign. It's a Chinese takeover, man. This is not going for communism. I mean, this is going for communism. What's up, fam? What's going on, Manifestable? Miss you, brother. I hope you're doing alright. If you want, we're on InTheBox. Feel free to jump in, man. Always love your opinions. And Crypto de Medici, again, user 5375 replies, many goals being pursued. Maintain black vote for Democrats. Distraction. Distraction like we were talking about earlier, the whole distraction from Hillary having to testify in September, Rod Rosenstein having to admit that there was no Russian collusion, it's a big fucking hoax. Attack Trump for racism, which again, I haven't brought it up this episode, but do you remember do you remember before Trump ran for president, before he ever announced running for president, was he ever considered racist back then? And if so,
No.
find me a clip because I haven't found one yet, and I've been searching for 4 years. Sow division, increase tribalism.
No, because that's the thing. The left wants to paint Trump as a racist, and
they can't.
And it's really important, man. People look at the data. This is their way of doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because you have people, you have mass protesters that are walking around saying "fuck Trump" and blaming Trump for this. Well, let's look at the fucking data. Look at the towns that are burning. They're blue. They're all blue. The mayor, the governor, Minnesota and Minneapolis Democrats, you had their board of supervisors, their city council board only had one Republican sitting on it with I think it was 11 Democrats. It's all Democrats. It's completely blue there.
Yep.
And that didn't stop a damn thing in Minneapolis when he killed that black man, did it? So voting blue is not going to solve this problem. It's not. Getting Donald Trump out of office is not going to change what you say is the problem, which ultimately, if you're looking at the analytics, isn't actually a problem. It's all propaganda. It's all been completely force-fed down our throats.
You know what would be another good statistic that we could look up?
One instance.
Where most of cop shootings that result in death in, what cities that is, right? So I bet you if you look it up, I guarantee you most of unarmed citizens are being shot and killed by police in blue states, right?
Yep.
Blue states, blue cities.
Yep. Here's my thing. If you were black and you truly believed in the Black Lives Matter movement, then you'd be out there getting your black brothers and sisters off the street right now, because that puts their lives in danger more than anything else, more than these police ever have.
Have
Is
you
being on
seen
these
that
streets right
video
now.
of the white Antifa people trying to hand out bricks to young black kids, and the lady throws the brick essentially, well, in a nice, in an aggressive way, but like gives the brick back to the bitch and says, "What the
Back
fuck
to the
are you
car.
doing? Are you
Right.
fucking
Yeah, they're
retarded?
driving
You're
around the car
handing
handing bricks
bricks
out.
to young black
Right.
kids that are gonna get shot by the cops over this? Are you trying to kill more black people? How many black people have
Right.
died since these riots and looting started? How many people in general have died since these riots and
A lot.
lootings have started? And again, going back to the
Honestly,
whole
we
COVID
have
thing,
no
whatever
idea.
happened to COVID, I swear once these riots are over, dude, if they fucking say one single word about COVID, it's gonna be, that might be the thing that brings us back together. Once these riots are over, all this looting are over, right? If they try to keep us back inside, I want to see which leftists are the ones that are saying, now you guys got to stay back inside. And if you go outside, then you're evil, right? Like they were doing before. Because now, if you don't go and protest, you're a fucking racist. If you didn't go,
Right.
if you didn't stay inside a day before the protesting, you were a fucking racist. You know? So the whole race card
right.
thing is
You
getting
were
old. I
right.
don't care if somebody calls me a racist. I might look white, but I have half Hispanic blood in me.
I'm fully white, but I
And
mean,
I
yeah,
know
you
for
call me a
sure you're
racist
not a
if you want.
racist. No, I know that exactly.
No, dude.
The label has
No,
the
dude.
label doesn't mean
And that's
anything
the thing.
anymore
I really don't see that.
to
I just
people
don't
that
see it, man.
understand it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the whole racism agenda has been a complete psyop, dude.
Yep.
I mean, I really just don't see it. I've never seen it. My whole life, I really have just not seen it. And I know it's might be the area that I'm living in, but in my defense, my area that I'm living in is predominantly white, and we just don't talk bad about black people, man. I just don't think this
There's no
racism
need
issue.
to. Like,
Yeah.
and again, there's so in my we elected Obama twice, dude. I think people forget that Obama is black, dude. He had a husband. We elected not only the first black president, but the first fucking gay black president, dude. We killed two birds in one stone. How can we be homophobic, racist, xenophobic, all this shit? Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
That's it.
As much as I hate Jared
That's it.
Kushner, he's fucking Jewish. He's in the White House. How can we be anti-Semitic, right? Trump's daughter converted to Judaism. How can we be anti-Semitic? We elected Obama for 2 terms, and we're still calling him president. How can we be racist, dude? I mean, I think it's ridiculous, but I like Crypto Medici's thoughts over here, and he also says that it's to empower the police state, push the social justice warrior ideology. So fucking true. Let's go into here. This really stuck because I didn't think about it this way. You know what squatters are, obviously, right?
Sure, yeah.
When you think of a squatter, what do you think of?
It's borderline homeless. You know, you have like somebody that's coming into a building,
but more than likely a residential building, like a foreclosed home or something of that nature, right? You don't really think commercial. They're not. They're not squatting in fucking Nike, right? They're not squatting in Apple, right? They're finding condemned houses and buildings, whatever the case is, apartment buildings to squat in, right? So check this out. One of the OGs, user number 5, Ben Mask Sower says, "Do you know why they are breaking windows? It's a tactic. Some buildings won't get repaired soon. They will look abandoned. More mainstream media fuel. They will wait a bit more, and if owner won't replace them soon, they will squat in those buildings and they won't leave." Urban warfare. Imagine the poor owner after riots returns to the second time, finally persuading the insurance guy to come with him, only to find all windows replaced, weaponized people inside, locks replaced, police defunded. No, we have a contract.
Being completely taken over.
And then this is what he's saying, that the people inside are saying this, the so-called squatters. No, we have a contract. You signed it. There are babies here. Go away. More MSM fuel. We won't leave this. We won't leave. This is our place. Yes, we'll go into a paper war. there are 15 of us here and you are alone. We bought this and we have receipts and the contract that you signed.
There's already massive amounts of like deed theft and stuff happening around the world right now too.
Yeah.
You know, people going in and hacking into people's paperwork for their houses and changing it and manipulating it to where it looks like that they don't own it, or that, you know, the person that is
Correct.
actually.
Now wait till they start doing
You know
this
what
to
I'm saying?
small businesses. Wait till they start going to minority businesses, and
Yep.
all these white Antifa liberals go into mom and pop's grocery store, fix it back up, and when the grocery store owner comes back, says, "No, fuck you, we own this shit," right? And they get into a paper war. You have defund the police. There ain't no police coming. And squatters, you know how hard it is to kick a squatter out of your house? Imagine without any law.
Oh yeah. In a business.
Yeah.
Imagine if there's 30 of them in a fucking small skyscraper, you know, like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yep.
We got a post by Mason, another one of my favorite Twetchers, 3-digit G over here. User number 453 says, "The kings of the earth may desert them. I never shall." So fucking true.
453.
So, yeah, that's Mason.
Am I crazy? Did that used to be somebody else?
Mason. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just it's Craig Mason. Yeah.
So
I was like, wait a minute, I don't know that name.
So let's go into the next one. I really like this. So he's saying the leaders might desert us, but he never will. So that's always good to know. Craig Mason will always have your back. Let's go through some more of these. I pulled up a bunch of Twitches today, man. I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I've used Twitter.
Before we move on from this, I think this seems like a quote. Could you possibly Google that?
Yeah, of course.
I want to know the context there a little bit.
The Last President, page 23. Books. The Last President, from the book The Last President. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up here. Okay, yeah, so it's from a book called The Last President, and I'm trying to see who was the person that actually.
Right there, there's your quote.
Hey, just real quick, that's Mason. That's not Craig Mason.
Oh,
dude.
it's Mason. Yeah.
He changed his name to Elon Musk's son's name.
I got you. I
just need to throw that out there. He needs credit for that shit.
I appreciate you clearing that up, actually.
All good. I've heard a lot of people mix that up, so.
I wasn't sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna put this link in the chat. How's the audio, by the way? Are you listening there, Kev?
I got on the stream part in Discord because I can always hear that more clear. It's not really be on the show. It's to see it in real time. The lag kills me.
I hear you.
But yeah.
But the stream sounds good. Everything sounds good in there. Audio, everything good.
Yeah, it seems like it.
All right.
The only thing that doesn't sound good is all the talk about racism, dude. Like, the more we talk about this shit, the worse it is. The worse it's gonna be. That's the way I feel about it, because there's definitely racism.
Yeah, there's definitely racism involved, but I don't think it's as widespread as people are leading it to believe.
No,
it's more just blowing it up, and that's just their narrative. You know,
exactly.
Dude,
so
I'm not saying there's not racism.
I know. And I'm not criticizing. I talk about this shit myself. My point is, the more we do talk about it, the more it becomes about racism.
Well, I mean, I
hear what you're saying there.
You want to call it out too. I get you want to call it out, and
I feel that. Yeah, here's my thing. I haven't said a word about fucking racism for 28 years, and now it's being shoved in my face that I'm a racist, and that's why I feel like right now. And I know that I really don't typically bring this kind of stuff up
on our show.
No,
I'm just saying, just in general. Earlier today I got a thing on Facebook.
Dude, social media doing exactly what it's trained to do.
That's my point, though.
From you, so you're responding to exactly what they want you to respond to.
Well, I guess, except for that's kind of my point, though. Is that
yeah, that you're feeding into exactly what they want to do. I do it too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not.
Well, I'm going onto my show to like use it as a public forum to be able to express my opinion that I feel like I can't do anywhere else.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because I got ripped on Facebook earlier for having an opinion.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and you shouldn't be censored from what you have to say. I agree with you on that. I do.
Yeah, and my only real point is just everybody look at the statistics, please. Please look at the data.
I think
that's so important.
I would agree with you a lot, and make sure you're not looking at statistics that are manipulated or made to look like really look at them.
Yeah, I feel that. I agree.
Because they can look one way, but they're really a different way. They skewed the coronavirus statistics here to make it look like black people aren't getting it more often than white people here.
Oh yeah.
We have a higher black population than we do white, and they ended up like the way they did it all. It just added it up all.
Do you mean specifically in like where you are?
Yes.
Oh, in New Orleans. Okay.
That's why I'm saying I'm talking about my area. Like I grew up and David Duke was my neighbor growing up.
Yeah, and honestly, I'd love to hear more.
David Duke was your neighbor, dude?
Yeah.
You grew up next to Hillary's mentor?
He was about 2 blocks down. Not my next door neighbor, but yeah.
I believe it.
You know who Robert Byrd is?
What?
Robert Byrd. What strikes me so funny is that everybody's always saying that and again, I don't have to talk about racism that much in my life because I have friends of all colors and I don't see them for their color. As a matter of fact, my homeboy Sean wants to come on the podcast in the next few days maybe. I'm gonna see if I could get him on here. And it's kind of like Animal said, it's just being thrown in your face more than ever now. Before it was easier to just kind of brush it off, but now, like just like you were saying, that COVID is hitting black areas worse than it is white areas and stuff like that. Everything is about racism. That card is getting extremely old to play, and a lot of the people are figuring out that this is their play, and it's getting old. It's like the boy that cried wolf. I mean, maybe in the beginning, they were.
Oh yeah. That's where we're at as far as we don't. The boy is the government.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, not the government necessarily. The mainstream media.
Or this. Yeah. It's. I often use government when I should be using like a different word.
Well, no, it's straight. I mean,
I do the same.
The media is run by the government. Places like.
It is
MSNBC, ABC, CNN. I would even venture to say Fox. They're all run by the state. Oh, dude. They're all run by the state.
Definitely even Fox News.
Yeah.
I would say that at the minimum, they're at least kind of checked. You know what I'm saying? They're at least run by a specific. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily like you have government officials in there that are picking the stories of the days, but I think that they're definitely policed, if you will, by the government.
There's this movie called Network from 1976 or something that I just randomly came across on YouTube the other day, but you had to pay to watch it. I ended up getting it for free my own way, right? But I watched it. It's a trip. And like someone made a comment, this should actually be a documentary and not a drama, and it's actually very accurate in predicting how networks ended up becoming this thing that wasn't as much about reporting news as it was about getting ratings, and people responded to more to fucked up shit.
Oh yeah, I think that's totally happening right now.
And
I think it's the cause of all this.
Yeah, and to make a movie in the earlier 70s about it, it's pretty interesting that it's actually. You're seeing like kind of the beginning of it. A dude ends up like saying he's going to commit suicide in 2 weeks from the day he says it on the news live. And that starts this whole big thing of realizing, people started tuning in to see if he was going to kill himself. And then it's all kind of fucking crazy. But it's like 70s style, it's weird.
That's cool. I have to check that out.
Yeah. Anyways. But yeah, we had our riots and shit in New Orleans. Just to throw it out there, and it's still happening.
Oh, I'm sure.
But it's not that bad. But it's not our people that are.
I think did you guys have a couple deaths in St. Louis, or was that Louisiana? I don't know. I'm not very good at geography, dude. But I just
Clearly.
I'm horrible, dude. Like, where's Idaho, dude?
You're an American, dude. It's okay.
Exactly.
Idaho is I don't know. Like
I made that up. That's Idaho and Iowa. Iowa.
Iowa.
I need to know where Iceland is.
Yeah, dude. Did you guys actually hear what went on in West Dakota earlier today?
What happened there?
Well, I hear they were dropping nuclear bombs in West Dakota, man. I don't know, man.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, you know what? I actually
tell me more about
really
that.
Love
Hold
point
on.
you made though, man. About just stop talking about the racism to make it go away. I hear you on that.
Me like throwing out a criticism at you.
No. I actually totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. You know, it reminds me of like the Morgan Freeman quote from a few years back when he's getting interviewed about, I think it was Black History Month.
Yes. He was like, "Do you want a White History Month or a Jewish History Month?" Remember, he called them out, and the guy was like, "No."
Exactly.
He's like, "Then why the fuck would I want a Black History Month?" Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. If you want racism to go away, stop talking about it. So, I think it's a big thing, and I really don't like talking about racism.
I think a good way
to people need to wake up to what's actually happening. I guess the only way to like maybe spark some kind of thought is to throw it out there.
I think a good way to kind of shy away from it is with this Twetch right here. I don't know if you guys could see it, but this is
that's what's up.
Our own freaking C cache from Twetch app, where you find everything bright. If you haven't joined Twetch app yet, I suggest you go to twetch.com, sign up there. We have a great video on our webpage that tells you exactly how to sign up as well, and on our YouTube channel. She tagged, "I'm in the meme! I'm in the meme!" You know how long it's been since I've been able to say that? So we got Moisty, we got Kane the Hurricane, we got Vice President Spiff, Fib Market Watch, Danny Trejo, President Randy, Harry, Peter V, Animal Vision, in the meme. We got WY, we got River, miss you River. I hope you're doing all right, woman. I know she's been.
What am I what am I looking at right there? It looks like there's a little like kind of lens flare looking thing, kind of in between myself and Danny Trejo. There, what is that? Is that a little like eye or something?
You know who? I think that's somebody else.
I think that is somebody.
Yes,
right?
That is. We got is Ccash. If you're in the chat, we want to know what this is right here. That's dope. But it's an amazing meme. We got Boss. We got freaking Ben. We got Peter V. You got River right there. You got so many people in this sweat. She freaking killed it, dude.
And as a meme maker myself, I gotta really give some credit to the way that the faces really sink into the photo. Like, I don't know if it's like a contrast brightness situation or whatever, but it almost looks like it is one photo. A lot of times it's really obvious when you plant the heads on top.
Yeah, I think no, she did a great job.
It's a really good job. It's good work there.
She did an amazing job. Yeah, I'm digging this. This is Bright Gang. Oh, there! Look at Kane right there. I didn't even notice him right there.
Kane's up in there.
Yeah.
He's a Black Panther, dude. Kane is a Black Panther.
Yeah. That is awesome.
That's exactly what it is.
That is freaking amazing.
That is awesome.
Let's see what else we got on here. Let's go to the next Twitch over here. We got a first timer, Sal the Agorist, user number 11842. If you guys are in the chat, show him some love. Leave a follow for Sal. A couple pings here. Running Twitch.
That's what's up.
Hitting it up. Starting off powerful. 16 likes, 8 branches. You got Urban Arson saying welcome. You got President Randy saying try the meme maker. Yeah, you guys gotta add some more memes to the meme maker, man. At least add that Danny Trejo one. Remember the one that he wanted people to make memes of? They should add that to the meme machine.
We got Vincent Paul. We got Elon Moist commenting on there. Based. Matt Zitsky. Big ups to him. If you aren't in his Discord channel yet, join up for his Discord channel if you want to learn about computer programming, JavaScript, Python, C++, whatever your flavor is. We got Coloridi Arts. Man, she has been non-stop Twetch, and she is the art queen of Twetch right now. Such a big supporter. Really, really big. Ask him to join the art contest. Thou got a lot of money riding on this art contest. As a matter of fact, since you are a meme maker, Astronomy Dork, I'm gonna announce it tomorrow. We'll make a Twitch today, but we'll announce it on ITB tomorrow. He's adding an additional 0.44 BSV to the art contest for a side pot.
Sweet.
Specifically, Casino Royale memes.
Okay.
So that's almost like $100 right there, right? Right around there, dude. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it should be like 80 or $90 at least. Yeah.
Yep.
Depending on the price.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, I really wanted to go over this one, man. My homeboy Kurt Vukad Jr. User number 292. Follow him now. He says, I don't talk much about it on social media, but my wife and I rescue pets. Today, Kisha had to be put down. So sorry to hear that, brother. I'm pretty upset about it. We rescued her at 16, and she passed away as a 21-year-old. She was the kindest, most mild-mannered calico I had ever met. Well, our condolences are with you. Pets are family. They're everything.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Dude, look how beautiful.
Yeah, we feel for you, Kurt, man. We're thinking about you. That sucks.
I don't know if you could see the eyes, but the eyes look like a galaxy. Amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude. Wow.
Cool cat.
He's in a better place, man. He's in a better place, and keep on doing what you do, man. I never knew that about you, Kurt. Shit. You
Hey, man.
The real
cats that live to be 21. Cats that live to be 21 usually lived good lives, so.
You know he took
super
good care of her. She probably had the best 5 years of her life.
Shit, I'd hang out around Kurt's house for 5 years.
Yeah.
Kurt,
if you're looking for a new rescue pet, I'm available, brother. I gotta warn you, I probably have a few more than 5 years left in me. Adopt me, Kurt. Adopt a pet right here. Oh, and of course I gotta keep putting Satoshi Doodles on blast because I really hope that she joins the art contest. I thought this was so hilarious. You see like the little kids arguing, right? But in a funny manner, like kids just being kids. And it says, yo, blockchain is so trash. It can't even mine a 10 megabyte transaction. More than 3 times the entire block capacity of BTC is in one transaction. Bad actor spamming. And then you see, I guess this is a picture of her down here. She's like so much pain. Their little kitty. Fractal realities. Satoshi Doodles is always so relevant. One of my favorite Twitchers. And if you want brightness, if you want laughter in your life, this is definitely one to follow. User number 318. Another new one. Check this out. We got user 13134, anonymous artist, saying, this is my first Twitch, excited to be here, fire sign. I post memetic movies on BitChute and Libby as well. I don't know if he means library, Libby.
I think it's probably library, yeah.
I'll search.
I don't know, I could be wrong.
I'll search it right now, but it says can't get censored if it's on the blockchain, and that relates back to this Twitch right here by our good boy Manifestable, saying if you're on Twitch, you're a data patriot. So congratulations, you are a data patriot, anonymous artist. We have a huge art contest on right now that Coloridi Arts put in your comments. There's a side pot for an additional 0.44 BSV if you do a Casino Royale style meme, and I'll show the video at the end that Astronomy Dork sent me. So Libby LIBY. I don't know what this is. I'll let it load. We got we got President Randy saying, "Is it still worth it to learn to code?" I think it's always worth it to learn something, right? What do you think?
Sure.
I still think it's
Yeah,
worth
I mean,
learning to code. Something good
yeah,
to learn.
I think it definitely is.
It might not be for everybody, but if you want to learn something, I think it's a good thing to learn, because once you know it, there's a lot of programs you could download for free, and you could you don't have to put any of your own monetary or your own finances into it. Your time would be the only thing that you have to put into it, but you could come up from nothing, right?
Look, I'm going to take this to a different level. I think it's worth your time to learn anything. The human experience is about learning and taking in everything. If there's a skill out there that you want to learn, go freaking learn it. It doesn't matter if it's blacksmithing and it's completely, like something that, I don't know, that may be a bad example, but if it's completely irrelevant in society and you want to learn
right
it,
now,
go
blacksmithing might be good to learn. Who knows what the fuck is going to happen in
Yeah.
6 months? Look what
No
happened in
doubt.
1 week. Shit.
Right.
Blacksmithing might be worth knowing 6 months from now. You might have to start minting your own coins. Who fucking knows?
Yeah. Yeah, but learn everything. Learn anything and everything.
The human experience is all
Don't
about
let anybody
learning.
stop you.
Learn to code. Learn everything you can. Everything. Billy was in here earlier. Tried to get him on here, but
That's
he
cool.
said he was too tired. I guess all the looting and rioting got him tired.
I can't even imagine, dude, living in New York City right now.
That's it's fucking crazy.
Absolutely.
Again, liberal as fucking state, liberal as fucking city. Billy moved to Texas, somewhere fucking move to Virginia, go somewhere red, go rural. I don't know what, man.
I don't know if I recommend Virginia right now, dude.
I would get the fuck out of New York. I'd probably recommend that over New York, right? I mean, are you guys doing as bad as New York?
Oh yeah. I mean, it just depends. If you're in Richmond or in Northern Virginia, maybe not. Come hang out in Whitfield with me. It's all right for now, but it's who knows, man.
Got some wise words. We got your pops in here. Super not saying what up, fellas. What's up, pops? Hope you're doing well out there, man. Hope you're staying safe.
Oh, we good. We good out here. We hidden.
You in the wood. You good.
Yeah, man. Out in the wood.
We got 100% blessed out here at 1673 saying old ways won't open new doors. Very, very true.
No doubt.
What I can say about this quote is, though, if you look at the old ways of peacefully protesting like MLK did, it will open up those doors.
That's what I was just saying earlier.
These new
I was actually saying this to Dad earlier.
Any new doors.
Like, we don't have an MLK right now, though. You know what I'm saying? We don't have like that like strong black leader who's out there saying like, be peaceful. We're only going to be peaceful, and I don't know.
I got something to say to that.
I don't see that leadership.
Do you think it's because they're not letting that? Is that something that people on our side should be focusing more on? I mean, look at people like CJ
that makes a lot of sense,
and Ali Alexander, but again, with the suppression and the censorship, even with somebody...
You might very well be onto something, right? Because that's the thing, people in this day and age, they would try to lead on social media. It wouldn't be like in MLK's day where he was out in the public, like
in IRL.
So that actually makes a lot of sense. Actually,
yeah,
that
like
very
yesterday
well
when we were talking about the riots that happened in LA after Rodney King, those were localized riots, right? That was just in LA. I mean, we had TV. Everybody knew what was going on. It was one of the first like big things that was like really reported live, like but now with the internet and with people like George Soros and Open World Society, whatever it is, and the Clinton Foundation and all these radical left politicians that are supporting Antifa, and it's organized. This is not anarchy, an organized, orchestrated war against us. old ways won't open new doors. I agree with that. So that's why I wish we had an MLK right now. Somebody as big as him that the world didn't care what his opinion was. They just listened to him because it was nonviolent, right? Like nowadays,
Yep.
the only way you can preach nonviolence on the left is if you agree with their every single agenda. But let's say you agree with everything except abortion, right? Then all of a sudden you're a fucking Nazi or you're an Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
So
And I'm
now,
not saying
now
that there isn't any. I won't say that there's not any powerful black people that are supporting peace, because I'm sure that's the case. I'm sure that's happening out there.
But one
But
centralized kind of like leader, right? Like one person that everybody
Yeah.
is coming around, kind of like with MLK, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, the closest thing that I can think of right now is Al Sharpton, who is literally out there saying "burn it down." You know, so I don't know, and it's really sad that I could consider Al Sharpton to be the I don't know. It's freaking
Al
insane.
Sharpton's been dirty for a long time.
He's real dirty today, bro.
He's
That's
never been an MLK, and he wishes he could be, but he knows he wouldn't be popular enough with that. He knows he gains his power through violence and racism.
Right. Right.
That's just my opinion. Going on here, we got Isaac Morehouse, one of the numpty freaking legends on BSV and great shows. If you're not following Isaac Morehouse, user number 2956, you really should. Amazing stuff from this guy.
Yep.
Him, TK Colin, Derek McGill, they all put out an amazing show that they publish on YouTube. I think they might even put it on Periscope. I have no clue, but they are doing big things. They've had people like Roger Ver. They've had people like Daniel Krawitz. They are top notch. Way smarter than us. Maybe not as funny, but they're way smarter than us. So I definitely recommend.
They're definitely not as
watch
funny. But...
Yeah, not as funny. No. That's why I file our show under comedy.
That's right. Yeah.
And it says
exactly.
Thanks.
It allows us to get away with a lot.
A lot. Thanks Twetch for being a fun place to pop in that leaves me with good vibes. Just like we were talking about earlier. I mean, I'm guilty of using Twitter more in the past probably 3 days now than I have in the past year and a half. I have been on Twitter so much only because of all this sensationalism with all this bullshit and it sucked me in. And Twetch is that one place where you could come and escape. Because it's a fun place with good vibes. And he could not have captured it better. Again, smart people. I suck at Twetches, but I love being on here reading the info. I am kind of funny though. I'll give myself that. Whatever.
Oh yeah.
Let's branch him out. Everybody follow Isaac Morehouse. Everybody that's part of the Numpty Bunch. Great stuff they got.
Yeah, it's true. It's really true, man. It is nice kind of being able to pop on Twitch and escape from the craziness that is all the other social media right now. I mean, it's nuts, man. Who would have ever anticipated any of this happening when we got started with this 4 months ago? You know, I mean, we were trying to get people off of Twitter then. Now it's like,
yeah, they need to jump
it's crazy,
off.
Man.
Well, now it's at the point where if you get banned off Twitter, you're gonna have to open up a new account. Then you're gonna have to start refollowing all your other people. Whatever the case is, maybe they start IP banning. Then you have to get a VPN. Whatever the case is, you're not gonna be able to get back on. Then you're fucked. Then what happens? Then you have to isolate. Not being able to be on social media nowadays is almost like putting somebody in isolation. You have nowhere to go. You can't leave your house. Can you imagine getting banned off social media? Can you imagine getting banned off Twitch tomorrow?
Right.
Or tonight? And you're stuck in your house.
Yeah.
You can't leave because there's fucking curfews. You can't leave because there's fucking COVID, right? And then you're stuck in your house and you can't even go on social media to vent your frustrations. Social media.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about 99 point. We're literally talking about 99.9% of the population that doesn't know about Twitch here when we say that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of people don't have that like kind of trusted blockchain social media to go and rely on, you know, and they take the things that they see on Facebook and Twitter as law.
Yeah.
You know, they don't. I mean, so many people just don't even question it when they see it
at all. Nothing.
No, it doesn't even cross their mind to think about questioning it. So it's just, it's crazy.
They got deals being made on Twitch right now, bro. You seen this one? I don't know if you've seen this Twetch, but I was like, oh shit, this is huge, dude. How much is a 2-digit Twetch account worth? Urban Arson, user number 2. If you guys aren't following him, follow user 2. You probably are. How much do you want for it? I'll buy it right now.
Dang.
User 93
20
said
G's.
20 stacks. About 102 BSV
Damn,
at
son.
this moment. Bitcoin Assassin. User number 11815 says crying eyes. Looking at that. Yeah, I see that. Don't know if the deal has been made or not.
I doubt it.
You never know, dude. You never know.
I hear you.
Let's see if they posted anything since then. I'm gonna start watching this account. 93. He hasn't posted anything since then. They probably came up to a deal. Who knows?
Shoo.
You never know.
Wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past Urban Arson, man.
Fuck no,
that dude is woke.
He's a G, dude.
That dude is woke.
Properties, guns, and Twitch accounts, bro.
I hear you, man.
I saw this post.
He's been lighting it up on Twitter too.
Oh yeah, dude. He's a spicy meat, the ball. Fucking love it.
He don't fuck around,
fucking
dude.
G,
Me too.
We got a really dope Bright Gang type Twitch on here from our own president, number 3, that just found a time capsule version of Twitch open on my tab. So I guess he must have had a tab that's been open God knows how long. I don't know.
Yeah, he must have opened up a laptop
right?
he hadn't opened in a year or something.
Crazy.
Hey,
oh no. What's up, brother?
Let me tell you. Look, I tagged y'all in something Mason and I saw last night.
Where, on Twitch?
It should be in it'll be in your notifications and in Discord.
All right, cool.
Like it'd be interesting if I don't know if this is against the rules of the game.
Oh, I'm looking at it right
zoom
now.
In.
It says
zoom in.
Figure out this one. Look very closely. Use your
use your
eye. Okay.
I don't know how the quality is gonna look.
It doesn't look that bad. Alright. I looked at these.
What do you notice?
Look back at
I noticed that it hasn't been 15 hours since that was posted originally. Since wait, hold on. Wait.
That's a branch of somebody else's post. Like he wasn't posting his own post. That was a screen capture. This
oh wow!
A glitch. And then look at the letters in the post that's being branched. Actually, look at the eye. Look at the eye.
The dot.
No, look at the. You see where your mouse pointer is?
Right here, or the second one?
I see it on.
It's actually it's actually in the photo.
Dude. Look at the color.
Yeah,
I was looking at the colors
right
too. That's
the
weird.
quality looks different. All right. Oh, right here. Yes. Yeah.
It's like red and blue. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, one of them is red, white, and blue. I don't know. It could be a glitch. It could be like Cosmos said is anti-alias.
That's strange.
It could be because I see the different. I see the different colors. After I looked at the different colors here, I started noticing that I see them different places as well, though. It could be the anti.
Yeah, same.
I don't know.
It could be.
But that's.
But it doesn't.
But look at the first one. I don't know if
that's weird, man.
I'm gonna look. Let's see if I can look at the original post.
It doesn't look like that at all. You can't even find that post, dude, because it doesn't exist.
What?
The branch is not. You can't find that post.
So what do you think? What do you think? What's up? What's up with that?
I'll give you a. I don't know. I don't know about that, but I'll. You know, like me and somebody else, dude, Big Riz, who's kind of been doing work. Have been working on a couple things. We have some pretty fucking actually really good ideas that are simple as fuck. Would go so perfectly with this community. I'll just hint at what we're gonna do. It's gonna take memes to a completely different level.
Cool, man.
That's one teaser, and then I have a friend from my local friend that's very good with computers. If you see anybody come up it's new and interesting. Might be that. And when I say interesting, it'd be like
it's almost like he's like almost writing like HTML code inside of a like in a Twetch or something. Maybe I don't know. That's odd.
Do you remember what I told you? I mean, this is I don't know. I mentioned what I thought 21E8 was before, but I'm not getting.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, and he looked at Deus. It was a joint project. Deus to me this is my interpretation. It's this whole thing's like a social engineering tactic. Like we're buying into an idea, and yeah, there is energy used to mine data and all that shit. But the fact of the matter is, the chain only lasts as long as we have the power to run these machines. Mine.
That's true too.
So we're really believing in something that's very, very not real, but
totally
it's we make it.
yeah, I'm with you.
So, yeah. Anyways.
So that's like an Easter egg type of little post that you found there, huh?
It's not a post. It's a screen. It's a screen capture, dude. That's not even a post that's on there. That's what I'm saying. Like, and while it was actually processing, for some reason that branch it showed that Moisty was rebranching with a quote of what he was rebranching, the exact same thing. But that was actually a branch of Cosmos's reply, but you can't see it. It says what it says right there. The reply was, "And what did you see?" From Cosmos, but you just see two frogs. Like I said, I don't know. I have somebody that's gonna come mess with the platform, and if anything breaks, it might be because the person told that twice.
Yeah, I hear you.
It won't be maliciously.
It's just a big fat bug, maybe.
It might be a big fat bug. It's not gonna drain any wallets.
Right.
It'd be a joke. Satan's a joke.
I wanted to bring up this post over here as well too. AP Dad, one of our staunch, one of our biggest supporters for our mildly entertaining show, I think is what he said yesterday. Was that what he said? I think he said something to that effect, mildly entertaining.
Yeah, it's mildly entertaining.
Yeah, so he entered the art contest with rocks that he used to put out all in the city. So he says BSV rocks. I leave them around outside mall entrances, the food courts, on tables. The Rona is cramping my style.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome as hell, but check this out. If I could find it here. Okay, this is one that my 11-year-old daughter's rock collage. So his 11-year-old daughter makes these little rocks with him. That's an awesome activity. This one looks like a little heart. Smile. That is cool.
Smile.
Or like a mouth, right? Like lips, smile. Awesome.
Yeah.
That is
yeah.
awesome. I'm digging it.
That's very cool.
Freaking love KP Dad. He has such an amazing account. Let's look through some more of these. This was my pheasants. Can't leave a like. I don't know if they took the troll toll off or not. Have they removed us? Probably not. Nope. We'll get a $25 troll toll. I'm not gonna leave a like. I saw a couple entries today. Newer ones. Go through it. Thought that story. I feel bad that it got vandalized. Carly Jade, Sevenworth. They're not well. Let's look to the. Why should we? Like on that. Dr. Elon Moist to your Me too. Again, Casino Royale theme. For anybody watching right now, you got a little bit of a heads up. Casino Royale, there is gonna be a side pot on that. So I wanted to make a meme anyway, so I'm gonna make Casino Royale theme to go for that win on there. Want to see maybe we can get Meme God to help us with the judging of it. Oh, this one was so cool. I'm gonna show it to you right now. This post was really cool. It's from Minder Folden, user number 6185. Says, Hope, iPad plus Apple Pen plus Procreate, and her theme is 2020. Look at that.
I like it.
That is pretty.
It's great.
Like they're looking up, and it's like, what do you put to the?
It's really awesome.
If you look at it, what would you say they're thinking? What do you think is going through their mind?
Yeah, they just almost like numb, you know, like it's just been so much that you're almost just unaffected. You have no shock left to give at this point. Is kind of the vibe I get from it.
No shock, but still disbelief, right?
Yeah, just stunned but unable to truly react because you're just not surprised anymore.
It's normalization, man. It's they're normalizing.
Oh yeah,
we should be outraged as an entire country going on, but this is where they're leaving us. What they're doing, I'm not shocked.
It's the new norm, dude.
Yeah, it's norm. Like this face right here, the new norm. Look and be like, shake your head and believe, but no shock. I like that. That's a good way of putting it. Dope ass picture. And this was made completely digital. Almost looks like an actual painting, right? Really, really
cool. Mm-hmm.
I saw this one too. This was pretty cool. It's probably an older one, but hey, YOLO. Their entry. It's a sculpture and it says Mrs. and Mr. Ugly, or Mr. and Mrs. Ugly. Mr. and Mrs. Ugly.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Taking it.
We think that is clay.
No, it doesn't look like clay. It just looks like some type of metal, right? Does that look like clay to you? To me, it looks like some type of metal. Like, or it could be clay, right? You could be right.
I don't know, man.
That looks really good.
I really don't know. I didn't really see the metal until you said something, but I see kind of why you said that. But I don't know how you would do that with metal.
Like the coloration, right, is what gives it that metal feel. Maybe it's just painted
and like kind of like the the shininess that's happening, like on like the arm and the nose and stuff.
Yeah. This is really, really dope, though. This is freaking amazing. Look at the hands. It might be clay, because look, right here. You see the line right there?
Right.
I think it was almost stuck on there. I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. But the detail, the painting of it, makes it seem like it's metal. Like you said, all the shininess. Maybe it's like a clear coat on something like that. That looks really good. That is really dope.
Pretty sweet.
Mr. and Mrs. Ugly looking pretty damn good today, huh?
That's right. Them fucked up arms.
Yeah. It's like little seal arms, dog. Flap.
Yeah.
I could dig it though. Look at this. The Cloud Gallery. 552. Title: The Inner Need. Part 2. Medium acrylic on
canvas.
100 by 70 centimeters. This
damn, that's big.
Yeah, 100 centimeters is.
That's a meter. It's a meter wide.
Almost 3 feet. Yeah, it's about 3 feet. Look at
bigger than that.
I don't know what kind of clef this is called. You see the little notes here and everything like that? Little moon, like a moon.
Oh here. Yeah.
Is that what letter is that? G clef?
That's crazy. I actually thought that was buildings with windows. I didn't realize they were notes. Hold on, I can read this. Give me a second.
Can you play it on your piano? Play it some more. Can't do it.
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, dog.
It is?
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, how freaking cool. And look at the moon right here. So this is like maybe his representation of a star.
Straight up.
So, and then this looks like a little carrot to me right here.
Oh yeah, I see the
right?
carrot.
You see it, and then this is like a little
Do you see?
puzzle here, like of humans in different colors. Oh, this
Like a
is
swimming pool
awesome.
or something.
Yeah, it's like a little puzzle. Yeah, with this. Yeah, like they could. It's like a lake puzzle. Awesome.
That is very awesome.
Yes.
Well
In
done.
acrylic. Yeah, this is great. So Twinkle
I'm glad
Twinkle
you point
Little
out the staff.
Star. Yeah,
Yep.
and awesome. What is this? I'm trying to find a little more Easter. Got something here coming out. I guess that's like a little person. I don't know. Really gonna have to look at this. Awesome, awesome work. If you're not following user 552, follow user 552. Awesome, awesome work.
Yeah, well done.
Got the BSV rocks here by KP Dad. We're looking for a lot more submissions, guys. Need a lot more submissions. Take your time with it. Would be nice if you could pop a little comment in there, letting us know what you plan on doing, what you have in mind, maybe showing the progress of your work. I'm really looking forward to meet the foam crafter. Need replied, and he said yes. So I'm looking forward to what he's. It would be
maybe
cool,
we'll
like,
get a
if
little
he did, like,
knockdown,
a little
drag
city,
out.
dude. He's got a month.
Oh yeah, like
it'd be cool, like, if he did like
yeah,
a little
right?
city, right? Like,
right. I'd love to see another. What if Costumized makes like some sick ass like riot gear?
ooh, dope. Or like some militia gear, dude.
Or like some kind of like crossover between like nurses with masks on and riot gear too, you know, like some kind of like really artistic combination between a doctor and a cop kind of deal.
Well, he definitely.
That's very 2020.
Oh, I just noticed I haven't been showing any of the switches. Switches again. I don't know why OBS be getting stuck like that. Whatever the case is.
Shit happens.
Yeah, I'll put them. I'll try to put them on the description. I've been trying to get better at putting the descriptions in our YouTube channel, so people could follow the Twetches. I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna try to do it here. Over the next couple days. Dookie's really been holding it down on that. Still streaming? Are we still good?
I guess so.
Metal.
I don't know.
I miss playing around with metal, says Trisha. Heat it up, right? And you can play with it like butter or proper tools. So fun. Treble clef. Alright, she knows what's up.
Oh yeah.
So again, really happy that we got Twetch. Without Twetch, wouldn't have Bright Gang. Without Bright Gang, all we'd have is freaking Twitter. And that'd be pretty shitty. So I'm really looking forward to more art entries. I hope Trisha pulls out maybe some of her pixel art. Does that really well. I think I saw Coloridi Art say that she was already going to start working on a submission, or that she has a submission that she wants to enter. Maybe we could do like a combined meme between you and me for the Casino Royale. We'll split the BSV if we win it.
Hey, I'm done with that.
So let's finish.
Yeah, we'll work something up
with this thread here. You got any final thoughts, man? Because I really liked everything you had to say, man, and I'm glad that you got.
Man, I just
off of your chest and were able to get it out there.
Yeah, I'll yeah, I feel like I said a lot. I know I was very opinionated and political tonight.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
You know, so I hope I didn't. I really hope I didn't offend anybody, any of our viewers. If there's any of you out there that may have different beliefs or whatever, I know that having a different opinion than somebody else is a death penalty nowadays. So I really hope that I didn't offend anyone. I really don't want to do that. I just I really want people to just do their own research and really open their eyes and try to take this in as a whole, and don't let one piece of information really sway your opinion on the entire broader subject. See the big picture, understand what's happening, and just stay safe, man. Stay home. I mean, and not even for the COVID, because fuck the COVID, but stay home because, you know, it doesn't. There's no good outcome right now. I mean, I think that the voices ultimately have been heard. There's nobody in the world right now that doesn't know that there's mass protests and why they're doing it. So I don't even really think it's necessary to keep it up. You're just putting yourself at risk, and don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your family. And and I support it and everything, but it's at a point right now where it's legitimately dangerous for everybody involved. And I don't want to see anybody else hurt. I don't want to see any more buildings burned. I don't want to see any more shop owners' lives ruined. I don't want to see any more police shot either. So everybody just stay home. Let this thing blow over. Let due process take its course for these people, and understand that your message has been heard. There's nobody that doesn't know right now. Okay, like we all get it. Hands up, don't shoot. Okay, it's done. Let it do its thing. Let it take its course. Let the people who you are telling to do their jobs, let them do their jobs now, because they can't do that while they're fighting riots. So go home and stay home and let this take its course, and love your neighbors, man. Love your community. Lift each other up. Spread peace. Stop spreading this hate. Stop spreading this racism bullshit everywhere. And like Inside Out says, and I'm going to shut up about it now. It's the last time you guys are going to hear me talk about it on In the Box, but stop talking about the racism. Stop making this a black and white issue. I love fucking black people. Black people fucking love me, and we're going to keep it that way. And yeah, that's my final thought. I love you guys, and I want everybody to love each other, because as a human race, we can do amazing things. I mean, we're sitting here on our podcast about Bitcoin social media, like the wave of the future, and SpaceX is sending people into space, and humanity is awesome, and I want to celebrate it, not destroy it.
That was
So
I don't think I could add anything else to that aside from stay bright.
Stay bright. That's it, man.
Everybody came out, listened, and stopped by and hang out with us. It means the world to us. It's our outlet. It lets us get stuff off of our chest, and I'm glad that I was able to listen to you, because it's important to get that.
Yeah.
To get that off, because if you hold it in, you're just gonna boil over.
Yeah. That's it, man. And honestly, I've felt so muted the past few days. I've just felt like I didn't have a voice. Like I just, I'm a I'm a white male adult, in his late 20s. Like I'll ultimately, like the general. Yeah, I'm not supposed to have a voice. I'm supposed to just shut up.
What's crazy is, even if you were a young black male right now with the same opinion, they wouldn't give.
That's right.
They're not even giving a proper voice to the family of Mr. Dorn, Captain Dorn.
Word.
That he got shot in the back. Mainstream media is not showing that.
Yep.
They're not showing the other cop that was shot in the head that's now in critical condition. They're not talking about his family. They're not talking about the young girl that lost her sister. They're not talking about the guy that got kicked in the head, right? They're not talking about the art store or art collection that was vandalized, that was 80% minority artists in that gallery, right? They're not talking about that. All they're talking about is racism this, racism that, when they are destroying the African American, destroying it.
Yep. Completely. I agree.
But we as a nation, I think we're gonna make it for sure, and I'm hoping our president steps in right away. I'm so against military use, but in this case, like, that's what it's gonna take to stop this. Get the military involved.
Dude, I'm also I'm also against the burning of our beautiful cities. So you got to do something.
Churches, dude. And again, more outrage about somebody holding a Bible than an actual church that was burned down, dude.
Yep.
Freaking incredible. And then, I mean,
Life is it's a clown world right now, but I'm glad I at least got you guys. I'm glad I got you, Dookie, Hunter, the whole community. I'm glad I got Twetch because again, it's like the only right out there right now. Facebook with people that you know
Yeah.
saying stupid shit like that to you. That's just
and that's really the saddest part is you really honestly see people that you had a lot of respect for, that you thought were very intelligent people, that are being corralled like sheep, and it's sad, man.
fuck up, people.
Wake up, people.
You jumping on with me tomorrow?
Yeah, I can do tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Same time, same place. Man. I was even thinking about maybe getting started a little bit earlier. Because I know Hunter's still been having problems with his internet, and we started doing it late. So Hunter could jump on, but I'd say if we go a little bit earlier, maybe we could people. I was gonna see if we had Randy come on tonight, but he was tired. It would have been cool to have him on here. So let's maybe tomorrow 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we could talk during the day tomorrow. Maybe plan for like at 8 o'clock. Or I was thinking the same.
I'm down, man. I am so down.
It'd be cool.
You guys know the drill. In the Box Live, episode 27, Right Gang style.
Yeah.
Subscribe, hit like, smash like if you're for peace, smash like if you love art, smash like if you love music, smash like if you love Bright Gang, smash like if you love In the Box, smash like if you love the positive vibes on Twetch.
And smash like if you love your fucking neighbor, because you should.
I love all of you guys. We're gonna be back tomorrow.
Me too.
Probably earlier. Put it out tonight. Animal, you got a few more minutes, or are you in a hurry?
I'm gonna run inside, man. I've been freezing my balls off, and I gotta pee.
All right, no problem. Give me a call. I'm gonna be on Discord. Give me a call. Let's find out what we're gonna talk about tomorrow, and let's get on early, and let's just have some fun. Love you, brother.
Down with it.
Love everybody.
Love you, man.
Smash that fucking like. So close to 400 subscribers on YouTube. Manifestable just pointed it out right now. Smash like, smash subscribe. We're here for you every single night. We will be here, whether it's one of us, four of us, whatever the case is. We will be here for you. This is your outlet. You can count on us. And I hope you guys enjoy the conversation. I hope you like our rants, our banner. I hope you like the little bit of comedy and light that we bring into it. And just smash subscribe. It really makes us feel good. It really helps us out as well. And we're going to continue bringing it every single night. We're probably going to start coming earlier. If you can, leave one comment and let us know what time you guys want us to go. What time would be best for you all, Eastern Standard Time. But until tomorrow, peace out. Love you guys. It is what it is. Bright Gang. Yo, you there? In the Box Live, episode 27, Right Gang style.
Yeah.
Subscribe, hit like, smash like